Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be setting up my fish tank for some betta fish I'm gonna get, and I thought it would be fun to make a video about it. You can probably see it, right? I have this fish tank right there. It used to have a goldfish in it, but as most people know, goldfish get pretty fucking big, so I had to take him out and move him into 35-gallon tank. So I just have, this wonderful 10-gallon tank with nothing in it. I gotta put something in it. It's just gonna bother me if I have nothing there. I'm so lonely. Please get me fish. Betta fish are also known as Japanese fighting fish. So they are pretty aggressive, especially the males, but the females can live together. I do want to name them all. I'm not just gonna have fish and not name them like some kind of idiot. So I was thinking of naming them after characters from The Office because it's easy and great characters. So we're gonna go with Pam, Phyllis, Angela, Kelly, and Meredith. The OG 5. That's what we're going with. Holly, get the fuck out. Aaron, don't need you. Nellie, bye. Okay, that's who we're going with. And Jan, we don't need her. We don't need the negativity in the fish tank. Okay? So Angela, Phyllis, Pam, Kelly, and Meredith is who we're going with for these 5 fish. And it's a little scary because even female betta fish can get too aggressive with one another, and you might have to remove one of the fish from the tank, the one who's being the aggressor. I have a whole bunch of plants, and I have a whole bunch of like little statues. I don't know. Hopefully I have enough. I mean, I know I have enough. I might have more than enough, and I might need to not use all of that. I originally bought this dragon. He's like, I don't know, he's got like this weird Japanese thing going on. So to go with him, they don't really match, but I just got a Triceratops head to go with him, and these were both my last tank. The stuff I'm gonna show you now, I got from Petco, and I bought it to go with the dinosaur and the dragon, hopefully. Like, not everything matches up. I'm not an interior designer. I did my best, okay? So it's this weird, like, thing that looks like it should go in a coral reef. It's purple and, like, pink, like a blue purple. And it's just gonna go in my tank. You can't really swim through it. This one you can. My only concern is that these leaves on it, they're a little bit hard, and harder materials, like harder plants, fake plants, they tend to rip the fins of bettas. But I also have female bettas, and their fins aren't as long, so hopefully it'll be okay. I guess we'll find out. Whatever. But it's also a coral reef thing. They can swim through it. It's got a couple of fake plants as well as just some things painted on there, but I don't know. I thought it looked so cool and bright. And then I got plants. These are all really like bright and vibrant too, and they're keeping up with like the pinkish purpley blue colors, and having a lot of plants is really good for sororities because it helps break the line of sight between the bettas, and it's something, I don't know, they look really cool. And I also, if you are making a betta sorority, make sure you get the very soft feeling plants. As you can tell, these are like fabric-y, not at all hard. The only hard part is like the plastic keeping it together, but there's no sharp ends, so I think I'm gonna be okay. And just some of the other things that you would need for your fish tank is you obviously need some kind of gravel, and you will also need a filter for your aquarium. Make sure you get the appropriate filter size for however many gallons are in your tank. And then you would also need to get a heater. The water that they're in naturally is very warm, and your room temperature water is just not going to cut it for them. They're not going to be happy, and they're not going to be healthy, and they're going to be stressed out. So make sure you get a heater that is also appropriate to your tank size. And just to make sure that you're taking care of your bettas appropriately, make sure they're not in too small of a tank. I know like people always show them the smallest fucking tank you can buy. Don't do that. They usually say you need at least like 2.5 gallons for one betta. So yeah, and people are also in between how many gallons you would need for a sorority, because you need at least 5 female betta fish to have a sorority. So, you would either need a 15-gallon tank or a 10-gallon tank. People are kind of in between the minimum tank size. So right now I'm on the minimum. I might upgrade in the future if I see it to be necessary, but you do need at least a 10-gallon tank to start a betta sorority. Okay, don't go any lower. Also, don't go any lower than like a 2.5-gallon tank for one betta. Usually the males, they keep by themselves, but 2.5-gallon tank is a minimum for one betta fish. Just so you know, proper fish care. Fish are people too. Fish are friends, not food. That's that on that. So while Petco had a whole bunch of bettas to choose from, there was only 6 females and the rest were males. I bought all 6 females, but one did die. It was this one. It, for some reason, has no fins, and I didn't realize at the store when I was buying. It doesn't have any fins on its side, so it was unable to really move around the tank, and it couldn't eat, and it passed away. But the rest of the 5 fish are doing fine. They are all happy and healthy, and I feed them every day. It has actually been a couple of months since I got them, and I'm just editing this video now, but everybody's happy. In this shot, I am acclimating them. The water in the little cups isn't the same temperature as the tank, so by letting them float on top for like 10-15 minutes, it isn't such a shock when I put them in. And this shot is actually a little bit funny because I was only able to film it once, because the second time I tried to film it, my phone dropped in the bucket because I'm some kind of stupid head. But I dump out the water and then I let them go. And this one that I'm letting out right now is Meredith. She has a pretty large stress stripe or fear stripe on her side, but that has died down. It hasn't completely gone away, but it's not as bad as it used to be. And I'm glad. That's what I can ask for. This is the fish that died, unfortunately, and it has no fins, and I'm not sure why I didn't see that before. The black fish is named Angela, and Angela and Meredith are still kind of like buddy-buddy in the tank. This one is Phyllis. That is Pam. And that's Meredith again. Meredith does kind of stick towards the bottom as well. And last but not least, we have Kelly. I'm really glad of how these fish turned out. If there's one thing that I can leave you guys with, it is always make sure that you are buying healthy fish from Petco, PetSmart, wherever you're getting them from. Ideally, you'd be getting these fish from a breeder, but you know, I'm in college and I don't have any money. But these fish are living a great life. There's no friction between them, and they all eat, they all hide, they all swim around and play with each other, and they're all happy. But rest in peace, Finless Fish. You will be missed.